we used to be on a show on Bravo. We watch a lot of reality TV. And I feel like Andy Cohen, I don't know if you guys know who that is, but he needs to pick up the slack and he needs to start having liberal and Democrat politicians on his show, all of the talk show hosts on every major network. They talk about politics. They don't shy away. And he is super liberal. He's super active in politics, but he doesn't bring it on that show. And he has a show, Watch What Happens Live. And then he has a channel on Sirius. And I think he needs to start raising awareness about our candidates, our Congress members, all these people in QAnon. They know who their Congress representatives are. They know every single person that's being primaried and running on the Republican Party. Right. We were at a fundraiser the other 2 nights ago for the hottest guy in Congress, Eric Swalwell. I mean, that's just our opinion, but
I don't know. I put John Ossoff above him, but you know,
that's right. We'll say in the House.
Got it. Yes.
And there's people there who were giving money, and they were liberals, and they were great, but like they didn't even know who he was. And it's like we can't. If you can't pay attention to the hottest guy in Congress and in the House,
exactly. He's trying so hard. I mean, Swolwell really is what we call him. No, I think I love the idea that I think a lot of people are like, no, like separation of church and state, separation of entertainment and politics. There's people drive a very hard line. And what we do is trying to break that down. But like, and kind of like, we're at a moment where I think you can't ignore it anymore. And you don't have to come down on one side. Just have politicians on a little bit
more,
do, right?
I think that you do. I think
you do.
Oh, yeah. I think I'm all for go to your family dinner, go to your, I don't care. The three things you shouldn't talk about at dinner are religion, politics, and money. And I'm like, those are the only 3 things, first of all, that you should be talking about. And the first thing we should be talking about is politics, and take a side and stand by it. Hugely stand by your side. It's just like the quote that you aired. It's right. Like, no more, we can't pussyfoot around. And if you are into Trump, or if you're into like not like rights and stuff, and that's your thing, then fine.
But we have a Patreon, and we don't do politics on our Patreon, and we have people that we love, of course, because anyone who gives us money, we obviously love them. Sure. But it's like they'll go, I just do your Patreon, and I don't do the regular one. So I don't want to hear about politics. It's just too stressful for me, and I don't know who anyone is. And Julie just said it best when she said, at this point, everybody needs to pick a side, and they need to know, because now we're dealing straight up with our rights again. We could all be to sleep during Obama, but now we all need to wake back up. We needed to during Trump, and we need to stay awake because our rights are
We're
being
dealing
threatened.
with a group of people who would watch you die in a ditch. Yes. They would literally watch you die in a ditch.
Yeah.
So I want people to get angry and fight just like they fight.
No, you're right. I mean, I take it back on no Republican would actually go on Bravo. No. Yeah. But I think you're right. And like someone like Andy Cohen, who has he can totally dictate what he and who he interviews and what he says. Like he's like a cash cow for them, they love him. So I felt that way about Beyonce before. Like I had a 180. I loved Destiny's Child. Then I really didn't like Beyonce because I was like, why aren't you using your platform to say fucking anything about what's going on? You were like untouchably, famous. And then she released, Lemonade. And I was like, fuck, and it was great. She's on top of a cop car drowning. And I was like, I take it back. You're God. No, obviously.
Yeah. But you're right. And then she did do it. Right. And it's like, I don't know. I really want him to, you got to get all of these people drowning in Housewives to pay attention. And I put ourselves in that. It's like, I didn't know anything. I would get a panic attack when we were on Bravo. And that was during Obama. I would be like, God forbid anyone stop me on a sketch show. And they're like, but I mean, like in where there's like a
where it's like the Tonight Show.
Yeah. Like who's the vice president? And then it's like, I'm like, I can't think of it right. I'm not
Van
sure.
Buren.
Yeah. I mean, it's like people walking around and they don't know. I mean, and we had to relearn it all. I should say, learn it. Like we had to be like, how do bills get passed? Yeah. And how many people are in Congress? And how does that work? And you don't have to know that deeply of stuff, but we have to be paying attention as much as their Facebook army is paying attention.
Yeah. And we have to, I do also think that we need to be, it's not respect. That's not the word I'm thinking of, but I think that one of our fatal flaws is the continuation, the continuing undermining of not just the Republican Party, but of the QAnons and the cuckoos, and they're crazy and they're Trumpers and it's just whatever. And we don't have to, no, but we do. And we should be paying attention to Fox News, and we should be paying attention to what they're saying and what they're doing, because they're winning.
Yes.
In my opinion.
No, they fucking are. And like, I guess the last thing I'll say on this is you're right about, I think what's interesting, what's happening now is that under Obama, like especially with the passage of gay marriage and Obergefell versus Hodges, and like some of the ways that we felt like, oh, okay, we're never going back from before that. Like we're getting, we've got abortion rights enshrined, kind of. Roe's probably not going anywhere. Like it felt like we were advancing, and I think now, it's very clear that like rights that folks felt like were already protected are definitely in the crosshairs.
Oh.
And that's good. I mean, I think we all know like the feminist movement has a class problem. And, I think a lot of women who only focus on reproductive rights kind of move on after they thought that their rights were protected, and now they're not. And it's like, well, look, for most people of color in this country, their rights in other ways have been stripped from them. And even with the right to have an abortion, like there's so many barriers even with that. So it's good. We're kind of all in the same muck now. So I'd say Andy Cohen, get the fuck here in our muck. What's going on, Frantifa? If you haven't already, subscribe to this channel right now. Hit that button. And also, you can become a patron and support the show every single week. Get access to bonus episodes and exclusive merchandise. Patreon.com/bitchuation room. Do it.